Welcome back. So, Majid, we were talking about how Sarfaraz did not have enough rest in the past 1 year or so. But do you think he will be willing to have a rest once PCB will ask him, if they will ask him for the next series?
What Pakistan cricket team and the management and everyone needs to do is set their preferences right. They need to give Sarfaraz confidence that even you lose 5-0, 10-0, 100-0 to any team, you will be leading the team in the 2019 World Cup. They need to give him that kind of confidence.
Yeah.
And the last tour that we did against Zimbabwe, Sarfaraz played all 5 games.
Yeah.
Again, we didn't have any backup for him. We need to develop a good vice captain. Shoaib Malik can play that role. Obviously, he's a senior, so he might not be ready to debut against.
Or maybe Sarfaraz will not be ready to have him as the vice captain.
But you need a vice captain in the team. We have lost the plot again here. We haven't assigned a good vice captain with Sarfaraz.
But there were talk about Imad Wasim might be, the next vice captain. But then again, former PCB chairman Azam Sethi stood up in a conference and said that if Imad will perform really well with Karachi Kings, he will become the next captain of Pakistan. So with all these politics in the board and how a board is actually pushing one player in and the other player out, do you think Sarfaraz will be really confident in having in letting his place go and maybe trying Mohammad Rizwan for that series?
What we need to see here is it's a long explanation and will need some time. But if you see what happened when PSL 3 was happening, Karachi Kings said that we'll be having Imad Wasim as the captain.
Absolutely.
So at that point, everyone was like, he's being touted as the next team captain or the skipper of the Pakistan team. But when Sarfaraz came in, it was quite a funny scenario because we always talked about how he had a small belly and he was not as perfectly fit as a captain should be, or as compared to the teammates. He had Asad Shafiq is a workaholic, Azhar Ali is a workaholic, Shan Masood, all these players, Hassan Ali, all of them are super fit right now. And thanks to Mickey Arthur, that happened to our team, that players are now super fit. Sarfaraz seems like not the kind of guy who will have a six-pack. If you push forward now, Imad Wasim was thrown out of this Asia Cup squad only because he was unfit. He didn't pass the fitness test.
The yo-yo test.
The yo-yo test. Obviously, that is the standard now for our team. He didn't pass the yo-yo test. So, according to Mickey Arthur's logic, he was unfit. He was not fit enough.
Yeah.
So now, if you see, you have a captain who is aggressive, who is very good, who is perfect as a leader in the leadership role. But now you need to set a better standard after Sarfaraz. Obviously, we're not saying Sarfaraz should be taken out of captaincy or sent somewhere else. But we need to see that we need to assign a captain who is a complete embodiment of a captain, who is the complete embodiment of the ideals of the fitness standards that Pakistan need to set for upcoming players. This is not the final lot of players that we'll have. PSL will happen every year. We'll get new players, and all those players need to look up to their captain in fitness, in skill, in technique, in everything. They look up to the captain. Sarfaraz hasn't been able to perform with the bat. A lot of people will be looking up to him. If he performs well, then we'll go in and we'll fight as well. So Sarfaraz has done the leadership role. Imad Wasim, I personally don't think is the captain material. I would personally go with Babar Azam, a very humble guy, a very fit guy, and very informed guy.
But a very seasoned journalist yesterday tweeted that, Asad Shafiq will lead Pakistan in the Australia Test series. Sarfaraz will be asked to rest. Shoaib Malik might lead the team in the T20I series against Australia. But do you really think Sarfaraz will be okay with this idea?
Again, the management needs to give Sarfaraz confidence that you need to take rest. We want you for the 2019 World Cup. Unfortunately, we don't want any injury or exhaustion. We want you to be perfectly fresh because Australia won't be easy. Even they're playing in UAE. But again, they won't be easy. It will be a 4-day, 5-day long test match against them.
And that's the same thing that Indian team did with Virat Kohli. Virat Kohli is resting in India and he does not care about this place.
A lot of leaves out of India's book. What they're doing right now is a perfect example of a team who has backup and they trust their backups. They trusted Rohit Sharma. Rohit Sharma is delivering. They trusted their young bowlers yesterday against Afghanistan, although it was a tie match. But they trusted Khalil and Raut. All of these players, they are trusting their backup players in a game, in a tournament like Asia Cup. They didn't bring Virat Kohli to the Asia Cup. So you need to see and look at them and observe them and understand that
And plan for the future as well.
they do have a backup captain as well, and a good backup captain.
Yeah.
Not someone just standing in because Sarfaraz is taking rest.
Okay, so talking about the fitness test, yesterday it was a very interesting comment made by Sunil Gavaskar that Mohammad Shahzad, who scored the match-winning century yesterday for Afghanistan, probably will not pass the yo-yo test. So do you think that, you know, Mickey Arthur is right when he actually talk about fitness so much, and, you know, he said it time and again as well that, you know, fitness is the main
If you, we've talked about this earlier. I told you that Afghanistan is a team which plays as a team.
Yeah.
They are not reliant on the fitness of their players or the performance of their bowlers or their batting. They play as an all-round team.
Yeah.
So if they think that Shahzad fits into the frame, he fits into the frame. He doesn't need fitness. He fits into the frame, and he completely justified his opening position.
But Arthur said it time and again that you can have talent, but if you won't have fitness, you won't be in the team. So do you think his approach is right, or do you think that Afghanistan is actually doing the right thing because they are keeping talent over fitness?
We need to understand that Afghanistan is a new team, is a budding team which will eventually grow, and eventually they will set some standards to follow for the younger players or the new players to come in. Pakistan were a team who had developed an environment where fitness was not the first priority. So Mickey Arthur had to come in and had to create that environment. So there are two different cases. Afghanistan is a budding team. They need anyone and everyone who can win a match for them or do something exceptional for them. Pakistan, meanwhile, are a team who have a lot of stars, and they need to just be fit and just capitalize on their talent and win the matches.
Thank you so much, Majid. So right now we'll take a break, and after that we will discuss about Pakistan's bowling.